kind of funny because we made the same video a year and a half ago, but this isn't really a big piece of news or anything. It's just me kind of going with the flow, talking about a story that I remember we spoke about a year ago that I think has so much more relevance now. And that is Luke Schenn. Now, if you watched our playoff streams for the 2020 Stanley Cup Playoffs, you'd note that every single time Luke Schenn touched the puck, which was kind of often, especially towards the end, I was like, yes, my boy, Luke Schenn, go out there, buddy, get that puck, send it up, headman pass, oh, that's a big hit, yes, body check that guy to oblivion, man. And I was just super supportive for Luke Schenn. And you kind of know what I'm getting at here, because if you're a Canucks fan watching this channel, you know exactly what Luke Schenn means to Vancouver. He was acquired in the Michael Del Zotto trade. Yeah, that was a long time ago, even though it was only, what, a year ago? My gosh, I can't believe it was almost 2 years ago, actually, yeah. 2 years ago, Michael Del Zotto. Remember that name? Yeah, weird. But regardless, Luke Schenn was acquired in the Michael Del Zotto trade, and the Vancouver Canucks ended up using Luke Schenn towards the end of the 2018-19 season. He played 18 games with the Vancouver Canucks, 7 with the Utica Comets. He was actually called up a little bit later because injuries occurred, but probably the most memorable part of Luke Schenn for the Vancouver Canucks was the fact that he was Quinn Hughes' first NHL D partner. Now, it was kind of funny because Quinn Hughes' dad, Jim Hughes, he was actually with the Toronto Maple Leafs organization back when Luke Schenn was drafted by Toronto, 5th overall. So there was kind of a weird connection there because Luke Schenn literally kind of watched Quinn Hughes grow up in a way. So having Quinn Hughes make his NHL debut as a teenager and eventually play alongside of the guy whom his dad and his dad's scouting staff drafted, what, 12 years ago? Yeah, it's kind of funny. And it was very cool seeing the connection there because Quinn Hughes, right away when he made his debut, everybody kind of knows he was good. Like, he was really, really good. The first few shifts out there showing off the outlet passes, and then eventually towards the middle frame of that, I believe it was the LA game. Yeah, it was LA. He was in a position where, you know, he did the thing. He did the wrap around the net, pass it back to yourself. He got an assist on that play. In overtime, he absolutely dazzled. But from the short stint where he started in the NHL in 2019 to the end of that 18-19 season, Luke Schenn was his bud. And I personally had such a deep admiration for Luke Schenn for being in that mentorship position. And you know, it is kind of weird. I kind of do develop these, like, sort of like Purple Hearts for former Canucks who actually do very impactful things for the team when they were here. Like Thomas Vanek, for example, that's a guy who helped out Brock Besser when he was here. Sure, we had the BBB line, but like Vanek, Besser, Gagne, that was a great line too. And Vanek, even though he's not here anymore, I still appreciate Vanek for what he did. And Luke Schenn has that same admiration from me too. It's just, when the free agency period opened up, he was a free agent. And the Vancouver Canucks did offer him a contract to get him to come back. Because, hey, he was good. He only really played because of injury. He spent the majority of that 2018-19 season in the Ducks farm team. But when he played with Vancouver, he was honestly pretty okay. Why not offer this guy a contract and bring him back? But he said nah. Take a look at this. According to The Athletic's Joe Smith, Vancouver offered Luke Schenn a one-year deal worth more than what he got with the Tampa Bay Lightning, but Schenn could not pass up the opportunity to play in Tampa and possibly win a cup. Luke Schenn signed a one-year, $700,000 league minimum deal with the Tampa Bay Lightning. If you go over to this TSN article, he was motivated to chase the cup with Tampa. The biggest catalyst over here was the fact that his younger brother Braden Schenn won the cup the previous year with St. Louis, and he said there's no question, the fire is there. When Tampa came in, the cup was the first thing that crossed my mind. They were a top team in the league, and obviously they have extra motivation coming into next season, because if you remember, 2019, they lost to the Blue Jackets, it was embarrassing, it was funny, yeah. I haven't had the chance to go deep in the playoffs yet, and that's the main reason you keep going. I'm glad to see my younger brother be able to do it, and I just wanted it as bad, if not more. So, for Luke Schenn to do what he did, where he rejected the Vancouver Canucks and he said, you know what, I have a deep respect for Quinn Hughes. He said it several times in the media, Quinn Hughes is a good player. Even though the Canucks offered Luke Schenn more money to stay in Vancouver and potentially play with Quinn Hughes a little bit more, he said, nah, I'll go to Tampa Bay. I want to win a cup. That's the goal. And he did it. He did it. And I said this in the video a year ago, but like, It's admirable to me, you know, just being in a position to take a step back and say, you know what, the team is bigger than the contract. The team is more than just my own monetary value as a hockey player. I want to go to a place where I can win, and that is exactly what he did. And he suited up too. I think last year I said something like, I wouldn't be surprised if Luke Schenn played the majority of his season in the NHL, which he actually did. He only played 25 games in the regular season and he only had 3 points. You know, Luke Schenn certainly isn't an offensive first kind of guy, isn't he? But in the postseason, he played 11 games, he was in there. He played 1 game in the finals where he only played 8 minutes, but against the Islanders, hey, 14-minute games, 13-minute games. He was called in the Boston series first and foremost, where he was actually a very nice bottom-pairing D-man. So for Luke Schenn, man, this guy went out there and he did it. And that is absolutely awesome for me to see. It's why he was a free agent again, because, you know, he signed a 1-year contract. You sign a 1-year contract, you're a free agent after 1 year. He re-signed with the Lightning, $800,000, and it's kind of funny because if you take a look at his overall, like, long-term payments, he's only really gotten paid 3.6 as an AAV as the highest amount ever, so it's certainly not the most decorated NHL career, I guess you would say, for Luke Schenn in terms of the monetary side of things. But hey, at the end of the day, he's experiencing the same joy that his brother did, winning the Stanley Cup with a team that everybody can say is undisputably the best. Last year, it was Brayden Schenn on a team that was worst to first in the St. Louis Blues, who kind of just went on this Cinderella-like run with Jordan Binnington, and is kind of why they ended up winning. But with the Tampa Bay Lightning, they had a path to redemption, and Luke Schenn, along with all the other new guys they had, acted as the wings of redemption, and pushed themselves over the edge, winning the Stanley Cup against Dallas, and, you know, just putting a big smile on my face. Although I will say, for next season, it's not really guaranteed that Luke Schenn even has a job. Like, I mean, it's guaranteed he'll have a job, like, he'll get paid, yeah, but who knows what exactly the Tampa Bay Lightning are going to do. First off, they still have Eric Chernak they have to re-sign. They brought back Mikhail Sergachev, but if the Lightning are in a position where, okay, they lost out on Bogosian, but they have some nice prospects to bring back, do they give a Cal Foot an opportunity to go in there instead? Who knows? There certainly are some options here, and Luke Schenn, as a guy who is very capable of playing in the AHL, certainly wouldn't be one of the last guys to be sent down there, but, you know, at the end of the day, he's got a cup, so who really cares? Luke Schenn, man. Quinn Hughes mentor, Quinn Hughes first ever D partner with the Vancouver Canucks. I will always have a soft spot in my heart for Luke Schenn, and seeing him do what he set out to do is absolutely awesome. So talk to me in the comments what you think. I hope you enjoyed this video, whether you're a Lightning fan or a Canucks fan. I'm honestly kind of surprised. This is the second video we've made about the Tampa Bay Lightning today. That was not planned, I swear to goodness gracious. But comment down what you think if you enjoyed this video. Trolls99, and bye.